Alright, just dropped my son off at school, but I wanted to explain this to y'all so y'all can see it. It's cold as shit outside, so I'm not gonna be out here long. My exhaust pipe fell off. Literally came off the clamp. And this one is actually rubbing on that plastic right there. It's actually touching. And I have to get it back on there because the clamps are so damn loose. Hopefully y'all can even hear me, it's windy. So, just gonna explain that while it's gonna sound a little funny. Just gonna make a quick video. I have it on the E50 tune right now. And just gonna do some driving around. Kind of talk a little bit about, I'm gonna be, I think I'm gonna be switching axle backs at least. I'll leave the mid pipe probably, but I'm gonna swap axle backs. I lost the tip. I lost the 12 tip, or the left tip to the car a few days ago, and I haven't been able to find it. I have no idea where it fell off at. So, and like right now, you can't really hear a difference, but from whenever you kind of give it gas, you can tell the muffler is a little bit like it's different in the back. So I'm gonna go with different axle backs. I was just gonna do tips, but I might do the whole system. I don't know. Those clamps on there, I've tightened the clamps like 4 or 5 times in 6 months, and they're all the way tight. Like they don't go any tighter, and they don't necessarily get loose. They do a little bit, but what happens is they're all the way tight and they're still not tight enough. Like they're not clamped onto the pipe hard enough to where they just move, and they've moved ever since I got them. The guy who in the shop who installed them told me, he's like, man, these clips aren't the best, or these clamps aren't the right size for these or something. I don't know why they would send these. And then I also saw through MBRP like a few other people that have had the same issue. So I don't know how that gets missed, or how that's like, I don't understand how that's the clamp they use whenever this is like the exhaust for the Explorer. You'd think they'd have that down. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of weird to me that that's a mistake. But a few other people had it too. So I'm just kind of, I think the build quality obviously is just a little bit, not obviously the price. You know, I said from the start, it's a cheaper exhaust and I was happy with it. And then now it's just, I guess 8 months is the life of the exhaust before a tip falls off. So, and I actually tightened it quite a bit. Like if I wouldn't have tightened it, it would have fell off probably in 2 months. So, I just thought maybe it would quit moving so much. I didn't know, but they're always crooked and stuff. So I'm going to get different ones. I'm probably going to get either black tips, maybe some carbon fiber. I don't want it to look like cheap, but some carbon fiber tips look pretty good. So I might just, I don't know, it's either black or carbon fiber, but I was just going to kind of show you guys. Still loving the blow off. It's hard to do it in sport mode, but I'm sure you can kind of hear it. It wants to shift down in sport mode whenever I lug it too hard, so you can kind of hear it, I hope. I can kind of hear, I can hear some pops through the exhaust. I really want downpipes, to be honest with you. I'm starting to kind of want to make this car faster and faster. It's just so much fun to drive, and it's just like, man, you can't really, I don't know. I'm in love with this thing. And the kickdown is absolutely ridiculous. Like if you just want to, I mean, that's, for a third row SUV, that's wild to me that this car is this fast. This is on an E50 tune, but if y'all remember, this is from the last video. I still haven't filled up because I was out of town in my truck for about 4 days. Went on a little vacation during spring break when we took the Raptor. I filled this up with it was a 89, I think it was an 89 mix and E85 to get the E50. So I had to do more more of the, I can't remember what the mixture, how it all worked out, but I had to do more than usual of the other gas to see if it'll work. And Adam from ZFG said that you know, it's basically, you can get to that point with gas mixtures. So I did. You can kind of see my last video for that to kind of reference what I'm talking about. But obviously the gas mileage is terrible because this is, you see how I've been driving it. This is how I drive it every time I get in it. But still on the same tank gas. So this is on a weird E50 mix. I say weird just because I've never done that low octane fuel like that, but it still runs phenomenal. I mean, there's like fire trucks and everything around me, so I'm just gonna kind of give it a little bit of a, this is like not even quarter throttle. Like you can even hear the blow off valve going off right there because it wouldn't release more boost. Like it's just, this is in sport mode obviously. So like normal mode, you know, if you do it in like normal mode, let's see, normal mode, obviously the gears, you can see the gears shift up. And I get asked this a lot, which it doesn't show now. Oh, wait, let me see if it, okay. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. It shows it right there too, what gear you're in. But like on sport mode, a lot of people ask, whenever I have mine in sport mode, mine shows the gear all the time. I'm not in manual mode. And it shows the gear. And I can't shift up anymore. Like if I go over 50, I think it lets me shift up one, or 55. So sport mode will keep you in gears longer, right? But it always shows that gear 7. I can downshift and it still shows that gear. I'm not in manual mode, and it'll go back up into 7th gear whenever it gets above the right speed. I think it's 50 that it switches into 7th from sport mode. But that's how he has it tuned. Yeah, see? So it shifted all by itself, and then I can still downshift. It's still in automatic mode, and I can upshift if I want to. But then I can stop, and it, like I'm not shifting right now, and it'll do its thing. See, it starts shifting again. I didn't realize that you can't do that stock until more and more people started asking me about it. But like I guess that's in the 5-star tuning, and it's freaking awesome because the transmission, you don't ever have to mess with it being in manual mode. And then also, I'm assuming that this does this in stock, but if you have it in manual mode and you nail the throttle, it'll actually kick down to the right gear if you're in sport mode. Now, if you're in manual mode and you're in normal mode, it won't kick down. It'll just try to pull through that gear because it thinks that's what you want. But if you're in sport mode and you're in too high of a gear, which it normally doesn't let you anyway, like I said, it won't let you get out of 6th gear until 50, and then it's 55, it goes from 7th to 8th. So I don't know, I'm not sure if that's stock programmed or if that's from the 5-star tuning, because like I said, I've had this thing tuned since I had 600 miles on the dash, and I didn't beat it really hard, beat on it really hard until it had after 500 miles. Had 500 miles, 100 miles later, I had it tuned. So I really didn't notice any of this stuff until people started asking me about it. But if y'all have any other questions like that, I don't know what else is different. I know there's a few 21 models that have like, I think this is the gloss black, kind of like the screen here a little bit, which I think that looks probably more expensive. But then I think some guys don't have the, see, like I'm going 48 and it's just locked in 6th gear. It won't let me switch. But then as soon as I get to 50, well, I'm not actually slowing down, but I actually got a little tired now. It's a little cold this morning. I think I have a valve stem leak on that tire. I've swapped tires on it, and it still leaks like extremely slow. So I just don't know. I'm assuming it's like the valve stem or something. But anyway, there's a few different things on the 21s and 20s, and I guess now the 22s are coming out. But like some of this is the gloss black, this is the matte. I can't remember. Some of them don't show the screen. Like it was some other things too. Can't remember. But the blow off valve, that stuff. I think there was something else. Can't remember what else, but a few changes for the 2021. If y'all have any more questions, just let me know. I'm actually, it's crazy because I'm actually like liking this car the more I own it, just because there's more stuff available for it. And you know, if I wanted this thing to be really fast, I would only have to spend a couple $1,000s, and this thing would, I mean, it, you know, it already competes with Trackhawks, but man, it would blow a Trackhawk out of the water. bolt-ons in a tune, and that's just the craziest thing to me. So, all right, till next time.